Hello, welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Chat About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by July. Can I do it by then? Who knows? So today is Keep It Positive, and I thought that for today's episode, we would talk about Sutekh in preparation for the Empire of Death. Now, if you missed it yesterday, I was on the Scent Sphere talking about my rewatch of Pyramids of Mars, where Sutekh originally appears. Please be sure to view it and subscribe to the Scent Sphere. It is linked below. So, in last week's episode of Doctor Who, The Legend of Ruby Sunday, we saw the return of Sutekh the Destroyer. For many new Who fans, you may not know who Sutekh is, and that's okay because he's only ever appeared once in Doctor Who. The last time we saw him, he was trying to escape from his prison that Horus had imprisoned him in. He was defeated by the Fourth Doctor and pushed thousands of years into the future. And now he's back. However, a lot of new Who fans are wondering who Sutekh is, I've noticed, and I can imagine that the ratings on the BBC iPlayer for Pyramids of Mars have actually gone through the roof. Now, this version of Sutekh that we see here on our screens is based on Egyptian mythology. He is the god of storms, deserts, warfare, disorder, chaos, thunderstorms. It's quite a bit of a list. But you get it. He's quite powerful, and he also has various names such as Set or Seth. And I've linked Sutekh's mythology below as it is quite extensive. So, of course, it would be natural for the writers of Doctor Who to want to have Sutekh in at least one story. In The Legend of Ruby Sunday, Sutekh is presented with the head of a giant dog with wings, I think that's what it looks like, and red eyes, and a ruby in the middle of his head. But in the Pyramids of Mars, he's presented with the head of a jackal, or at least that's what I think it is. Now, The Pyramids of Mars was written by Stephen Harris, directed by Paddy Russell, and was produced by Philip Hinchcliffe, and it aired from the 25th of October 1975 to the 15th of November 1975. It was a four-part story that was set in England, Egypt, and Mars. He is played by Gabriel Wolfe, who is actually reprising his role for The Legend of Ruby Sunday and the Empire of Death. How amazing is that they got the original actor like almost 50 years later? So I really would actually recommend watching The Pyramids of Mars so that you can see what I mean when I talk about Sutekh's power in a moment. It is this very power that makes my expectations for the Empire of Death very, very high. And yes, I know I haven't sung many praises for this particular series, but it is Thursday. It is Keep It Positive. So I'm trying to actually keep it positive and do something fun for this segment. Now, Sutekh is dubbed by the Fourth Doctor, Tom Baker, as the God of Death. However, he also gets called Sutekh the Destroyer. His main goal is to escape his prison where he had been imprisoned by his brother Horus. Now, Sutekh, for the most part, is restrained in a chair and he is only able to move his head. However, that doesn't stop him. Of course it doesn't. He can shoot people with his eyes alone. He is able to project his face into the TARDIS, of all places, which is a highly difficult thing to do as it is considered impossible to actually infiltrate the TARDIS, which is why he actually does projection instead. He is able to also overtake other people's minds, essentially making them puppets to do his bidding. And that unfortunately does mean, though, that their demise is very, very close. It is almost a certain offing. But the scariest part is about the mind control, is that he can also overthrow the Doctor's mind. By the way, in the Pyramids of Mars, he also has a portal between Egypt and England. Sutekh also has the ability to prevent detonations of certain devices that I can't actually mention on here without being demonetized, and he can do that thousands of miles away. In fact, he also has the ability for mind control that can project from thousands of miles away and even to Mars. Fun fact, he can also project his face over another human's head. His power of mind control can also turn people to dust when they pass away. He also has the ability to travel through a time-space tunnel. So there you go. That is 70s Sutekh in a nutshell, but I highly recommend that you watch the Pyramids of Mars to get the true feel and the true understanding, because I've probably left lots of it out. Sutekh is a really big threat to the Doctor, so I expect big things from this finale that stretches to what VFX can do today. So I expect bigger, better, more dust, more chaos, more destruction, and Shooty's Doctor actually being the hero for once. That's Sutekh. Check out my review of my rewatch of the Pyramids of Mars on the Sense-Sphere. Check out my review also of The Legend of Ruby Sunday. All of those are linked below. Tune in on Saturday where I review The Empire of Death. That will be in the evening sometime. Like the video if you would like to like the video, and subscribe for more if you would like to, of course. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.